New Lightsworn is here, and I'm here to show you my first turn kill Lightsworn deck, Hajime. All right, first turn kill, and what are we playing against? 60 card deck. Okay, we gotta be quick. 60 card deck, let's Weiss put the wolf on top of the deck here. We're gonna summon our Weiss onto the field, then mill the wolf. Reborn, we got a raid in the graveyard now, which we could reborn with the effect of the Weiss when we send it from the deck to the grave. We're going to, let's do it right now. Dragonling come forth and special summon itself onto the field. As we then send from the deck, we are going to be sending a Weiss. Yup, Weiss reborn the raid in. Perfect. We full Lightsworn in. 60 card deck. I'm really nervous if we could even do this. Oh my gosh. We want to blink Synchro off with the Dragonling before we do any milling, because we want to guaranteed get the Punishment Dragon into our hand. We don't want it randomly milled. That would be a nightmare. So we're going to activate this, Chain Link block it with the Dragonling, grabbing a Punishment Dragon, which will help us summon a zombie vampire. But we need to banish 4 different Lightsworns with different names. Punishment Dragon. As we are now going to send from the deck, we'll send a Feliz Navidad. And I'll get into the graveyard a regular Lumina. There you go. Feliz, reborn. And just like that, we're going to mill 2 with the Raiden first before activating the Minerva. Feliz, trigger from the graveyard. Don't mind if I do. Our tuners don't matter anymore, as we now go into a Minerva Xyz. This will be milling 3, and it's going to be drawing per card we mill that is a Lightsworn. We haven't even used up our normal summon yet. We're going to detach a Feliz. Let's mill 3, draw 1. Very nice. And we also have a Kit Kalos. Don't mind if I do. Kit Kal return Sharon, just like that. Nicely done. And then we are going to be sending from the deck a Tier Cash to mill 2. And then in total, mill 10 through the Kit Kal reborn in the Tier Cash. So let's send that to the graveyard. Yup. Activate Tier Cash. And then we're going to be reborning it, but not yet. We're going to be banishing 4 cards, but let's make room in case we mill anything crazy. Let's get a Dugaris onto the field just to have bodies in the fields. Extra room for bodies, that is. And now, we have 4 different Lightsworns. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, let's banish 4 different ones to make our zombie vampire play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different Lightsworns. Very important to summon the Punishment Dragon. To mill 4. Wolf trigger, just like that. Let's go. And then we could Punishment Dragon summon. As we could then, with the Minerva, make a zombie vampire. Then we'll get some insight into what we're playing against. Zombie Vampire is just going to be 4 plus special summon. So I'm going to actually, we're going to Kit Kal. Let's Kit Kal send itself plus reborn the Tier Cash onto the field. We're going to mill 8 off of this. We have 19 cards left in the deck. Let's Chain Link block the Tearlaments Kit Kal with the Cash Tira so they cannot use an Ash Blossom. I don't think they have anything. UMAD is staying for this duel. I'm very happy about that. Thank you. Milling a Sharon and milling a Wolf here. Let's get Wolf in. Wolf is top tier. Nicely done. Let's put the wolves together. We're going to put them into a Diamond Dire Wolf. Yes, and you'll see why in a second. We're now going to Zombie Vampire. Mill 4 cards off of both decks. Let's get the Minerva into the graveyard. Mill 4 for both players, and let's special summon a monster onto the field. That monster we want to summon, there's nothing worth summoning. Okay, sure. Let's get the Dragonling out up in here. And then we are going to now be linking this off into a Lina. Let's Lina it up. She's a spellcaster, so it could help us make a Celine Navidad. Do we have our Fairy Tale Snow in the graveyard? We do not have Fairy Tale Snow in the grave yet somehow. So I'm going to be going Dugaris, draw 2, discard 1. Let's detach to draw 2, discard 1. No Fairy Tale Snow in sight. What the heck is going on? So what other ways do we have for milling? We are going to be making that Celine Navidad with the Dugaris that we already used up. This is fine. We are fine. We just have to find a way to banish our Necrofaces. And we didn't randomly mill our snow. So I'm kind of panicking here. What is going on? We're going to be, let's get to it. Let's reborn our Lumina, and we're going to be going for a mill. So to mill, we're going to be making another Celine. So we're going to get rid of you, and you. Make room. So our second Celine is on the field here. Let's gain our counters. It is activatable again. We'll normal summon the regular Lumina, the Dark Lumina that is. And then with this Lumina, we're going to discard and reborn. What are we discarding? We're going to discard the Shuffler. With the Shuffler, do we have a Garroth? No Garroth in sight, so I'm going to reborn you instead. And that will trigger the Lumina to mill 3. Hopefully, our Fairy Tale freaking Snow. Fairy Tale Snow in the building. Let's go. Let's Fairy Tale Snow. Let's banish our Necrofaces, and we're going to be getting rid of the Doom Horror and any other dark or water monster that we don't need. We don't need the Dugaris, we don't need the Tier Cash, the Kick Cow, and let's do that. Banish 7. Now we're going to start banishing off of their deck after panicking about not getting our Fairy Tale Snow early. Holy moly. All right, trigger that up. Let's get to it. Let's do it. This Selene did not activate yet, so I do have to remember that. Oh my gosh, do they have any cards that would trigger off of this? Now, we're going to be making a Daigusto Emerald here. You gotta remember, it's the Fairy Tale Snow is stuck under there. And let's Lumina banish. Lumina banishing from the graveyard will banish the Minerva. We could then summon back a regular Lumina here. Yup, just like that. And then we're going to be making a Leviair. Don't care. Leviair it up. Leviair is going to be reborning our Doomsday Horror. So let's detach and let's summon our Doomsday onto the field. Yup. And let's pop it with the Diamond Direwolf, which will trigger the effect, the main effect that we care about here, which is to return our Necrofaces back into the graveyard to banish again. Just like that. Ain't no way. That is what I'm talking about. Now, we have to put a card to our deck to make the Daigusto Emerald activatable, and the card destruction is the perfect one-card play to do so. Let's now return the Selene back into the deck, detaching the Fairy Tale Snow. Let's return. We want Selene. We want the Diamond Direwolf. We want the Lina. Yup. That works. Turn 3, grabbing the card destruction. It's not activatable unless I have 0 cards in my hand, which we will be able to do. Now, let's Lumina, discard the Weiss, because the Destroyer could special summon from our hand anyway for our card destruction as we then reborn a Dark Lumina. Dark Lumina is here. We're going to be banishing again with the Fairy Tale Snow. Let's go. 41 cards left in the deck. We're going to be banishing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 7. All right. Oh boy, I'm panicking. Come forth and summon. Trigger the effects, Necroface, 41 cards, 133 seconds left. Do I have enough time to do this? Card destruction for 5, and then we have it. Continually banishing, sure. Let's now make another Selene. With Selene and the Leviair and the Daigusto Emerald here. Yup. And then the Lumina could banish a Lightsworn to summon a level 4 Lightsworn. And then we'll Leviair again, and we'll Daigusto Emerald. The Destrudo will be considered a level 4. So let's banish the Dragonling, summon the Dragonling to be made with the Fairy Tale Snow. This will be Daigusto Emeralds because we're going to, instead of using the Diamond Direwolf, we're going to use the Shayama Engrave instead. So this is perfect. The Selene has not activated yet. A lot of things to track here. We're going to be detaching the Dark Lumina. With the Dark Lumina, we are getting then to the graveyard to then reborn with the Selene. But first, let's get our Doomsday Horror back onto the field. And just like that, let's now activate our Shayama and graveyard to pop the Doomsday. Get the Necrofaces back in. Necroface is semi-limited, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'll probably say it in the intro of the video. All right, let's now keep on going. We're going to have to return a card back in the deck to get the Fairy Tale Snow back into the graveyard. So anything, we don't care. Foolish Burial, sure, back in the deck. So we could use the Daigusto Emerald. Let's get the Selene back in the graveyard and then return it back into the deck. So 1, 2, 3, let's reborn our Dark Lumina here. And with our Dark Lumina, we're not going to use it yet. We're going to link this up into a Lina. So let's get the Selene into the graveyard with that. That goes to Emerald, draw our 1 card. Do we have enough to even mill? Oh my gosh, let's detach the Fairy Tale Snow. Let's shuffle all 3 back in the deck. The Leviair, the Selene, and a Daigusto Emerald. Return those 3 are the big 3. Come back to me, draw our 1 card, and just like that, We could also reborn a monster from their graveyard to make a Selene, apparently. What is it? It is a Gamma. I didn't need it. This is kind of cheating. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it for free. And then let's Selene Navidad. Come forth and summon 31 cards. Let's use the Lumina, and then we're going to summon Levy Air again. Sure. Return, return, return. Let's Lumina, banish Lumina to summon Lumina. Banish the Lumina to summon the Lumina, and then Lumina can discard to reborn, and then we could Levy Air. Okay, we'll discard the Destrudo here, that's fine. Let's summon a level 4, Raiden again. I keep on summoning Raiden, right? And then let's now make the Levy Air, mill nothing off of the Dark Lumina. Let's make the Levy Air. We got a Zero Boros here, which is good for going second, but we're first turn killing. Levy Air, don't care. As we come forth and detach to summon our banished Doomsday, which we don't have yet, so we're going to banish it right now with the Fairy Tale Snow. Let's go. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Oh my gosh, I got to spend less time on picking the banishes. We got to make this quicker. And then let's come forth and summon. Let's banish 10 cards off of those. A big mistake you could do in this deck is activating the Levy Air without your banished Doomsday. That'd be a huge problem. We want to rank 4 Xyz with the Snow and the Raiden here. Okay, let's get to it. Let's do it. Let's make a Daigusto Emerald. Yup. And with that, we got the Daigusto Emerald. We're now going to be activating the Levy Air. Levy Air is going to be detaching, summoning the Doomsday back onto the field. Doomsday is here. We're going to pop it with the Shiyama again. We want to get the Shiyama into the graveyard now because we need it to be going back in the deck to activate the Daigusto Emeralds. Let's return them back, so then we could use the Daigusto Emeralds. So this is where we are going to Selene, Navidad, banish 1, 2, return, remove the counters. I'm not even thinking straight at this point anymore. I don't even know what the heck I'm doing. We're going to be using a Zero Boros. We're going to use 1, 2, 3, and 4. We cannot summon it where it's pointing to, or we are screwed. Zero Boros is here. Let's Daigusto Emerald. Back on the deck, detaching the Fairy Tale Snow. Yup, shuffle, return 3, return the Selene, the Levy Air, and the Daigusto is fine here. Okay, 21 cards left in the deck. There's the Shiyama. We're now going to be banishing for the Lumina, and we're going to summon it under the Zero Boros, not where it is pointing to, or it banishes our entire field, and then we would pretty much lose. We're going to discard the Shiyama to reborn from the graveyard a level 4. Por favor, there we go. And then we're going to be triggering that. That's no good. We don't care. We're going to be, I think we have to make a Selene Navidad with this. Yup. 27 seconds. The Zero Boros is messing us up here. 21 cards left. Selene Navidad, let's get reborn in. We don't have the banished cards yet. Let's do 1, a 2, a 3. Let's summon from the graveyard a Lumina. And let's do the Fairy Tale Snow. Snow. Come forth and banish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, okay. 18 seconds left. Please. Trigger the effects. 1, 2. I have Diamond Direwolf in the extra deck, yes? And a Levy Air. Oh, gosh. Banish 10. Let's Diamond Direwolf. Diamond Dire, 1, 2, summon right there. Okay, Levy Air, don't care. Levy Air, where are you at? I don't think we even Luminate, I don't have time. I'm going to be detaching, summoning the Doomsday. Oh my gosh. Detach, Doomsday. Come back, come on. Diamond Direwolf. We're going to detach the Snow. Pop the Wolf, pop the Horror. Activate. On the resolution. Let's toggle on. Let's Fairy Tale Snow. Banish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh. Come on. 1 card left in the deck. Let's go. Fairy Tale Snow. Trigger the effects. This is it. 1. Heart rate monitor. Oh my gosh. Oh, I gotta set the Foolish, then activate the card destruction. We win. That's it. I gotta set it, we win. 2 seconds. Activate. Activate. 0 seconds. Card what? What the destruction? Yes! Yes! Deck out 60 cards with just 2 Necroface because it's semi-limited. You mad? Let's go! This is my first turn kill Lightsworn deck. Many people believe that this would not be possible in Master Duel because of only 2 Necrofaces, where this card is fully unlimited in Japan. And even if it were possible, that you definitely would not be able to deck out a 60 card deck, right? Well, we did. And I am loving this so much. We added in the Kick Kalos engine because it's a mill 10 combo with normal summon Rhino or a randomly milled Sharon. Inherently, Sharon is good in the deck even without the other Tearlaments because it's a level 4 special summon and a mill 3. But with the Kick Cal, search for the tier cache, or I should say send it to the graveyard, then reborn it for a mill 10. That is absolute insanity. What you didn't see in the gameplay that I added into the deck is Baguska and Zero Boros. If you are so heavily disrupted on your first turn where you can't make any plays, you can at least try to make a Baguska and pass to floodgate your opponent for a few turns until you get your gas rolling. And then you have Zero Boros. When you're going second, this card's going to deal over 10,000 damage very easily by continually banishing with your Fairy Tale Snow to boost up this card 200 attack for each banished card, including your opponent's banished cards when you're using your card like Necroface. So if they have anything in attack position, that's an easy wham bam, thank you ma'am, lethal damage. And if you want to see more footage of this deck where I'm going second in addition to going first, then please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, let me know what other deck you'd like to see me make a video on. I very much enjoyed this a lot. This was absolute insanity. So with that said, we are out. Let's go.